We will talk about antibody-drug conjugates, its new hope in cancer treatment, and what's the idea of antibody-drug conjugates or ADCs. The idea is that antibody is binded to cytotoxic drug. This is drug here, and this is antibody, and is conjugated to each other, and this antibody will act and will affect on cancer cell, bind to antigen here, and after this the cytotoxic drug will inject into cancer cell and cancer cell will die. That's the idea. Of course it looks very simple, but actually there is important limitations, and we will talk about. Patritumab Deruxtecan is first drug which is most important and already approved ADC, and it affects gastric cancer and non-small cell lung cancer. Both of them are aggressive cancers, and already Patritumab Deruxtecan is FDA approved. Now let's say about its effectiveness. Of course it's not perfect drug because still progression-free survival is not very long. It's around 9 months in case of gastric cancer, and it's around 8 months for lung cancer. So it's not very effective, but if we consider this aggressive nature of these cancers, it's still effective and still very important drug. Main limitation is responsiveness rate, and responsiveness is 50 to 60%, around slightly higher in case of gastric cancers and slightly lower in case of lung cancer. And resistance is also the main limitation, because at first this drug works on cancer cells and after some time it stops working, and it happens usually because that these cancer cells stop exposing antigens, and it's important limitation. Also adverse effects, although these drugs considered safe and effective and high safety profile, but they still can have serious adverse effects because this drug still cytotoxic and still strong. Now let's say another drug which is Patritumab Deruxtecan. It's effective against multiple myeloma, and response rate is 61%, and progression-free survival is 8 months. And now it's not approved yet. It undergoes phase 3 clinical trials, and we're expecting their approval for 2024 or 2025. Its effectiveness is important because even we see that it's 8 months, and 8 months is not long time, but we should mention that in 28% of cases there was complete remission. It means complete cure of cancer, and it's very important number actually because of such cancers are aggressive, and these numbers are very important. And also in case of Patritumab Deruxtecan, there was around 20% complete remissions. It means that 20% of patients were completely cured from the cancer, even they were on advanced stages. And these drugs are tested on advanced stages and not early stages because of main limitations, and one of main limitation is adverse effects, which are rare but important. Also price, it costs very high, these treatments, that's why it's important limitation. And Patritumab Deruxtecan is another drug. It is used for small cell lung cancer. It's aggressive type of lung cancer also, and responsiveness rate is 50%, and progression-free survival is around 6.5 months. So as we said, these new drugs are very promising, because we see that here is 20% complete remission. In this case, Antibody-Drug Deruxtecan, there is 28% complete remission, and this number is considered very good results. Of course, there is limitations like resistance, high price, and adverse effects. And from adverse effects, even they're rare, and these drugs are considered safe. Bone marrow suppression still can happen. Interstitial lung disease, Stevens-Johnson syndrome, and toxic epidermal necrolysis is possible also. And when we say, for example, that this drug name is Patritumab Deruxtecan or Antibody-Drug Deruxtecan or Deruxtecan, it means that this deruxtecan is actually cytotoxic drug, is chemotherapy drug. That's why second name is always deruxtecan in this case. So what we can do to avoid resistance, it's possible that in future, and studies already ongoing, to genetically modify cancer cells to expose this antigen, and as this case, effectivity of this drug will be much higher and results will be much better. So there are important new hopes, and of course we still need time to get important results, but what we have already is good. Of course it costs too much and it's a big problem for general population, but hopes already exist and it's good already. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for your interest, thank you for your watching. If you like my video, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.